from 10 to 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The event was the most watched NBA All-Star Saturday night in 4 years. Why do I bring all of that up?
Geno Auriemma? Yeah, he's got some explaining to do. Caitlin Clark's insane training and record-breaking rookie season just made him eat his words.
The delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players.
The legendary UConn coach, known for his sharp takes, had previously downplayed Clark's impact and even criticized her fans. But now, as Clark dominates the WNBA, fans are demanding an apology. Caitlin Clark's training is absolutely insane. Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever's head coach, confirmed she's stronger, more explosive. You can see the difference. Clark has been hitting the gym hard, adding muscle and endurance to handle the WNBA's physical play. And the results? Unreal. Her rookie season is rewriting history. She's putting up 19.2 points, grabbing 5.7 rebounds, and leading the league with 8.4 assists per game, breaking records left and right. She set the most three-pointers by a rookie and even shattered the single-game assist record. Her chemistry with Aaliyah Boston has turned the Indiana Fever into a real threat after finishing last in 2023.
Wheeler finds Clark from the logo. Look at Wheeler.
But let's talk about Geno Auriemma. Before the 2024 Final Four, he dismissed Clark's abilities, placing Paige Bueckers above her despite Clark's insane performances at Iowa. Then he went further, calling Clark's fans delusional, disrespectful, and unknowledgeable. He thought they were overhyping her. Now, his words are coming back to haunt him. Fans aren't letting this slide. Where's the apology, Geno? One tweeted. Another wrote, Clark just made history and he still thinks she's overrated. The backlash is growing, and many believe Auriemma's reputation is taking a serious hit. Clark isn't just proving people wrong, she's changing women's basketball. Ticket sales, TV ratings, and arena attendance are all skyrocketing because of her. She's brought more attention to the game than anyone in years, an analyst said. Even WNBA legends like Diana Taurasi are taking notice. She's the real deal, Taurasi admitted. Clark has taken the WNBA by storm, proving doubters wrong, but Auriemma hasn't backed down from his stance. He previously claimed she didn't have the right skill set for the league and dismissed her fans as delusional for thinking she'd have an immediate impact. Now, as Clark continues to shine, those past statements are resurfacing, and fans aren't letting them go.
Watched NBA All-Star Saturday night in 4 years. Why do I bring all of that up? I totally applaud what Caitlin Clark is doing. She's putting the WNBA first.
Recently, Auriemma appeared on the podcast Make a Difference with Phil Martelli, another respected figure in college basketball. While the interview covered many topics, one thing fans wished had happened was a replay of Auriemma's old comments where he downplayed Clark's abilities. If I had Geno on, the first thing I'd do is play back his Dan Patrick interview, one analyst said. He was so confident in saying Clark wouldn't translate to the WNBA, and yet here we are. Auriemma has built a reputation on being brutally honest, which has helped him coach some of the best players in women's basketball history. But this time, his words didn't age well. When asked about Clark's impact, he brushed off the idea that she was revolutionizing the game. People act like it's a rocket ship, he said. Really, it's been an ascension. That response didn't sit well with Clark's supporters.
Obviously, you spoke on this before, but just now that you're coaching your GM, we're talking about it as well.
Yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful.
So, because you've been around, that means nobody else has been paying attention? One fan posted online. Give credit where it's due. Auriemma's comments didn't stop there. He also suggested WNBA players were being extra physical with Clark because of her on-court trash talk. She's not some angel out there, he said. She talks a lot. If you're a WNBA player, you're thinking, okay, this kid is coming into the league and we're going to let her know how it works. He even referenced Diana Taurasi's earlier comments about Clark getting a rude awakening in the WNBA. But fans were quick to point out that Taurasi later admitted Clark had proved her wrong. Funny how Geno keeps mentioning that part, but not what Diana said afterward, one person tweeted. Auriemma didn't stop there. He also criticized those who believed Clark could be an MVP contender in her rookie season. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable that it gives women's basketball a bad name, he said. That statement only added fuel to the fire. Clark hasn't just been good, she's been historic. She's leading the league in assists, has set multiple records, and has brought massive attention to the WNBA. Set up for failure? She's proving everyone wrong, another fan wrote. Despite all this, Auriemma has yet to walk back his comments. And while fans may never hear a public apology, the numbers speak for themselves. Clark's presence has boosted ticket sales, TV ratings, and overall interest in women's basketball. Whether Auriemma likes it or not, Caitlin Clark is here to stay.
And secondly, this young, exciting roster. You think about a generational player in Caitlin Clark and back-to-back Rookie of the Years with Aaliyah Ball.
One of the moments that fueled controversy was when Clark did the "you can't see me" gesture during a game against Louisville. Many thought she was directing it at an opposing player, but that wasn't the case. Right after the game, I texted her and said, "The media is dumb. I'm sorry. They just make stuff up and spread it everywhere, and everyone believes it," a player from Louisville shared. "We were laughing about it because she actually did it to her strength coach, not to anyone on our team, and definitely not me. I didn't even notice it during the game. I was probably dribbling the ball up the court after she nailed a 3 in our face." The way stories get twisted online isn't new, and Clark herself has dealt with plenty of misinterpretations. But despite these distractions, she stayed focused on her game, helping lead the Indiana Fever to newfound attention. Auriemma, however, has maintained his stance that Clark isn't quite physically prepared for the demands of the WNBA. "She's just not built for the physicality of this league," he said. "She's not quick enough to avoid it either." His comments haven't aged well, considering Clark has handled aggressive defense while still putting up impressive numbers. Clark and the Fever currently lead the WNBA in both game attendance and television ratings. "She's box office," one analyst noted. "People show up and tune in because they want to see what she'll do next." Yet, despite her impact on the league, there's been a noticeable level of criticism directed at her from various corners.
By saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart.
Remember this? Geno Auriemma thought he had Caitlin Clark figured out.
Auriemma acknowledged this, but argued that much of it comes from the natural challenges any rookie faces. "She needs more experience. The WNBA plays differently than college, and it's way more physical. Any rookie coming in is going to get tested," he said. "If you're a WNBA player, you're thinking, I'm going to make a statement." Some have taken it a step further, saying Clark has become a target not just on the court, but in a broader sense. She's been targeted because of her reputation, because of her looks, and because of the way people have treated the WNBA in the past, one commentator explained. "There's a huge target on this kid's back." Clark's fellow rookie, Cameron Brink, also spoke about the intense expectations placed on their class. "Now they expect this rookie class to be perfect," she said. "But this isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years.
Once that little Iowa girl who was inspired to dream big, real big. And that dream was more than women's basketball. It was possibility that
For the first time since 2016, the Indiana Fever are heading to the WNBA playoffs, and fans couldn't be more excited. Whether they've been supporting the team for years or just started watching this season, everyone is ready to cheer them on. "So proud of Caitlin and the whole team," one fan said. "We love watching every game. It's just awesome, and I can't wait to see how far they go." After years of struggling, the Fever are finally back in the postseason. They have only a few regular season games left before the playoffs start later this month, and expectations are high. Some doubted whether Caitlin Clark could handle the physicality of the league, but she has proven them wrong. While there are still areas she can improve, like defense and mid-range shooting, her talent, work ethic, and determination make her stand out. Clark has already done what some people said she couldn't. She made history with the first triple-double by a rookie, broke the rookie scoring record, and set new marks for assists and three-pointers. "It's been a crazy season for her," an analyst said. "She's not just meeting expectations, she's setting new ones." Despite all her success, Clark has faced constant criticism. Some seem determined to tear her down out of jealousy or resentment, instead of recognizing her impact on the WNBA, both in terms of popularity and financial success. They focus on finding faults. "She's a victim of her own success," one commentator noted. "The more she accomplishes, the more people try to discredit her." Clark isn't letting the negativity get to her. She's already preparing for her second WNBA season, making sure she's stronger and more ready than ever. Recent photos of her looking more muscular have caught the attention of fans. "Her bully count just dropped by 40%, one person jokes. Another added, "They won't be pushing her around next season. Look at those biceps." Some questioned whether the photos were edited, but they were taken by sports photographer Brie Lurkey and shared online. Clark has noticeably bulked up compared to her college days, proving she's serious about improving.
I am a fan, Caitlin, by the way.
Really, Michael? Because I heard that little apron joke you did.
Well, yeah, it was a joke. We're just having fun, you know?
You make a lot of jokes about women's sports, don't you?
Geno Auriemma, who once mocked her physicality, now looks like one of her many critics who underestimated her. In 2025, Clark and the Fever will aim for even bigger goals, including a shot at the WNBA title. She skipped playing in the 3-on-3 league this offseason to focus on her overall game, making it clear that she's not slowing down anytime soon. We're moving her off the ball a little more so she doesn't get worn out in games, a Fever coach said. And we're pushing her to become a better defender. Opponents always go after great scorers by making them work hard on defense, so we're preparing her for that. Clark's physical development has also been a major talking point. Fever head coach Stephanie White has praised her for adding muscle after realizing how much tougher the WNBA is compared to college. She's adjusting well and making the necessary changes to her game, White told The Athletic. She even compared Clark's popularity to that of Taylor Swift, saying that she handles all the attention remarkably well while staying focused on improving. Clark's rookie season wasn't easy. The Fever faced a brutal schedule, playing 11 games in just 20 days, mostly against the league's top teams. Despite the tough start, Clark showed glimpses of the superstar she could become. Even in those early games, you could see she had something special, an analyst remarked.
Concrete.
Yeah, because it was like kind of slanted. Our driveway was like slanted, so I only had a 3-point line on one side of the driveway. So I told my dad he had to tear up all this grass, and he did.
Likewise, her Fever teammate.
Now, many believe she could be the next all-time great once Diana Taurasi retires. If Clark continues at her current pace, projections suggest she could break Taurasi's all-time three-point record by 2033 and become the league's all-time leading scorer by 2036. Sportsbook Review also claims that if she maintains her assist numbers, she could hold the all-time assist record by 2037. If she keeps playing like this, she could go down as the greatest player in WNBA history by the time she's 35, a report stated. However, being the best isn't just about stats. Legendary UConn coach Geno Auriemma, who coached Taurasi in college, believes true greatness requires more than just numbers. I tell players all the time, Diana did things that set her apart, but it wasn't just about the stats, Auriemma said. Auriemma has been one of Clark's biggest critics, questioning whether she has what it takes to dominate at the next level. However, he also recognizes what makes Taurasi special, her drive to win and her ability to elevate her teammates. She was competitive every minute of every day, Auriemma said. She did whatever it took to win and made sure her teammates were ready to win with her. One thing all the greats have in common is that they become bigger than the game itself. For more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.